Deep within the untamed wilderness, a master of stealth stalks the shadows. The leopard moves through dense foliage without making a single sound. Every step is calculated to remain completely hidden from watchful prey. Unlike lions or hyenas, this golden predator prefers a solitary life in the wild. Its existence depends entirely on patience, camouflage, and supreme athleticism. It rules the canopy and the forest floor alike. The coat of the leopard is a masterpiece of natural engineering. Dark rosettes break up its silhouette against dappled sunlight and deep shadows. This camouflage makes the big cat nearly invisible in the brush. As the afternoon sun dips below the horizon, the leopard awakens from its nap. It stretches powerful limbs and sharpens claws against sturdy tree bark. The nocturnal shift has officially begun in the wild. Whiskers twitch as the predator samples the evening breeze for scents. Millions of years of evolution have fine-tuned its senses for nighttime survival. Nothing in the surrounding wilderness escapes its notice. A sudden rustle in the tall grass captures the intense focus of the cat. Golden eyes lock onto a distant movement with terrifying precision. Muscles tense beneath the spotted fur in anticipation. The leopard drops low to the ground, pressing its belly against the earth. It creeps forward with agonizing slowness, utilizing every blade of grass for cover. This stalking phase can last for hours. Every muscle in the feline body prepares for an explosive burst of speed. The prey remains entirely unaware of the impending doom closing the gap. Nature demonstrates its brutal efficiency in this single moment. With a sudden explosion of power, the leopard launches across the clearing. Dust kicks up as the predator covers ground with breathtaking acceleration. The chase is short, brutal, and ultimately successful. Strong jaws clamp down around the throat of the captured prey. The leopard uses its immense bite force to secure a swift and decisive kill. Such hunting prowess cements its status as an apex predator. Heavy panting fills the air as the wild cat recovers from the intense sprint. It secures its meal firmly in its jaws to prevent scavengers from stealing it. Securing food is only half the battle in this harsh habitat. Carrying a heavy carcass requires astonishing physical strength and coordination. The leopard approaches the base of a tall acacia tree with its prize. It prepares for a vertical ascent that defies physics. With the heavy load dangling from its jaws, the leopard leaps upward. It scrambles up the rough bark using hooked claws and powerful hind legs. Gravity is defied as the cat climbs effortlessly. Reaching a safe fork in the branches, the leopard wedges the meal securely overhead. This clever tactic keeps vulnerable meat far away from ground predators like hyenas. Intelligence matches raw physical power in the wild. Catching its breath on a high branch, the leopard surveys its sprawling territory. The wilderness stretches out endlessly in every direction beneath the moonlight. This elevated viewpoint offers both safety and dominance. Feeding begins in earnest high above the reach of ground competitors. Specialized rough tongues strip meat efficiently from the bone. Every calorie is crucial for survival in the unforgiving wild. A sharp bone cracks under the immense pressure of specialized carnassial teeth. The leopard pauses to listen for any approaching threats in the dark. Caution is a constant companion for a solitary hunter. Satisfied with the meal, the leopard grooms its blood-stained fur meticulously. Cleanliness is essential to prevent infections and maintain optimal stealth. The feline licks its paws with practiced concentration. Drowsiness overtakes the predator after a heavy meal and strenuous climb. It drapes its muscular body comfortably across a wide tree branch. Long tail hangs down into the empty space below. Dawn breaks over the savanna, painting the sky in vibrant shades of orange and red. The resting leopard blends perfectly into the silhouette of the canopy. Morning light signals the end of the night shift. Flies buzz around the cached carcass still wedged in the upper branches. The leopard opens one amber eye to investigate the buzzing disturbance. Alertness returns instantly even during deep rest. Yawning widely, the cat reveals impressive canine teeth designed for specialized predation. It stretches each leg individually to wake up stiff muscles. The daily routine of the wilderness begins anew. Navigating the descent from the tree requires backward climbing expertise. The leopard reverses down the trunk with careful, measured steps. Balance remains flawless even on slippery bark. Paws touch the earthy ground with a soft, silent thump. The leopard shakes its coat to settle the fur after hours of cramped resting. It sets off on a patrol of its extensive home range. Scent marking is vital for communicating boundaries to rival leopards. The cat rubs its cheeks against prominent rocks and tree trunks. Chemical messages declare ownership of this prime wilderness territory. Urine spraying high up on foliage broadcasts identity and reproductive status. Other wandering cats will read these chemical signals with great caution. Territorial disputes in the wild can turn violently fatal. A deep, rasping call echoes across the dry riverbed like sawing wood. This unique vocalization projects for miles through the dense brush. The leopard announces its presence to potential rivals and mates. Listening intently for a response, the animal cocks its head to the side. Large ears swivel independently to capture distant echoes in the valley. Silence greets the call, indicating no immediate challengers nearby. The heat of the midday sun beats down mercilessly on the open landscape. The leopard seeks relief in the cool, shaded sanctuary of a thicket. High temperatures force most wildlife to rest during peak hours. Water is scarce in this arid environment, but the leopard finds a muddy pool. It laps up the cool liquid to hydrate its exhausted body. Surviving the dry season requires immense resilience and adaptability. Droplets cling to the wet whiskers of the resting feline. It licks its nose clean with a rough pink tongue. Even while drinking, the predator maintains vigilant awareness of its surroundings. Shifting shadows provide moving camouflage as the sun arcs across the sky. The leopard melts into the background vegetation with effortless grace. Human observers would walk right past without noticing. An inquisitive juvenile practices stalking techniques on a swaying branch. Though still reliant on its mother, the young cat learns fast. Survival skills are forged through relentless play in the wild. Mother watches over her offspring from a nearby rocky outcrop. Maternal instinct drives her to protect the vulnerable litter from larger predators. Raising cubs to adulthood is a perilous journey in nature. Playful sparring matches build crucial muscle coordination and stamina. The little cats tumble through the dirt in mock combat. Every pounce mimics the lethal actions of an adult hunter. Soft purring rumbles from the mother as she gathers her family close. This gentle sound contrasts sharply with the brutal realities of hunting. Affection binds the solitary cats during early development. As twilight approaches, the family dynamic shifts toward hunting mode. The mother guides her cubs to a safe hiding spot in the rocks. She prepares to embark on another nocturnal hunt for food. Stepping out into the cooling evening air, the lone hunter moves with purpose. The shadows lengthen across the dirt path as night reclaims the wilderness. Every sense is dialed up to maximum capacity. A baboon troop barks frantically from the upper canopy of the trees. They have spotted the stealthy cat moving through the brush below. Alarm calls ripple through the forest like an early warning system. Undeterred by the noisy primates, the leopard continues its steady march. It knows that element of surprise is its greatest asset against vigilant prey. Patience always prevails over panic in the wild. Navigating rocky terrain, the cat leaps gracefully across a deep ravine. Padded paws absorb the impact with absolute silence and balance. Agility sets this predator apart from all others. Stalking through a dry riverbed, the leopard spots movement in the reeds. An antelope grazes peacefully without a single clue of danger. The predator freezes instantly against the dusty riverbank. Muscles coil tightly like steel springs beneath the spotted hide. The wind shifts slightly, carrying the scent of the cat toward the prey. Instantaneously, the antelope bolts in a panic. The hunt fails as the prey escapes into the thick brush. The leopard does not chase fruitlessly, conserving precious energy instead. Rejection is a common lesson learned in the wild. Undiscouraged by the setback, the predator resumes its nocturnal patrol. It slips through the dark wilderness like a phantom spirit. The night still holds countless opportunities for a skilled hunter. Climbing a termite mound, the cat gains a higher vantage point. It scans the horizon for any silhouette of vulnerable prey. Persistence defines the daily struggle for survival here. A rustling in the dense acacia thicket catches the hunter's attention. The cat drops low and initiates a fresh stalk. Nature demands constant effort from her apex predators. Closing the distance with absolute silence, the predator prepares to strike. Shadows embrace the golden coat as it vanishes completely from view. The ambush is executed with flawless timing. Securing a fresh meal rewards the endless patience and endurance. The leopard drags the prize toward the safety of the nearest tree. Hard work pays off in the unforgiving wilderness. Ascending the vertical trunk with heavy cargo requires supreme strength. The cat heaves the burden upward branch by branch. Safety is found only in the high canopy above. Feasting high above the ground, the predator enjoys the fruits of its labor. Specialized teeth tear through tough hide with clinical precision. Survival is secured for yet another day. Starlight filters through the leaves, illuminating the spotted coat of the feline. It pauses from feeding to lick its face clean of dust. Peace returns to the wilderness canopy. Wiping whiskers with a large paw, the cat settles into a comfortable position. It rests its heavy head upon the wooden branch. Exhaustion takes over after a successful night of hunting. Morning light creeps across the expansive African landscape once again. The golden predator blends seamlessly into the awakening wilderness. Nature continues its ancient, eternal cycle of life. Stretching out tired limbs, the leopard prepares for another day of rest. It yawns deeply in the warm sunlight filtering through leaves. Solitary, powerful, and fiercely independent to the end. Grooming its golden coat with meticulous care, the cat maintains absolute perfection. Every spot and rosette is licked clean of debris. Self-reliance is the core of its wild existence. Scanning the vast domain below from its elevated tree perch, the cat remains vigilant. No rival can challenge its supremacy in this canopy sanctuary. The true ghost of the wilderness rests easy. Blending back into the deep shadows of the jungle brush, the cat fades away. Its mysterious life remains one of nature's greatest untouched wonders. We leave the stealthy predator to its untamed home. As the camera pans across the empty wilderness, the leopard vanishes completely. Its legacy as the ultimate ghost of the wild endures forever. This concludes our deep dive into the elusive big cat. Join the channel for more interesting facts.